Matheus Cunha has just signed for United £62.5 million. And I don't think we are understanding what kind of a signing this is. It's not just your average signing. We have to be positive. We have to go, all out, and we have to understand what kind of a player Cunha is. Because first thing I'll tell you is that regardless of what you think of Cunha, maybe he's a flair player, maybe he's just a GA player, whatever he is to you, he's going to guarantee you performances in the Premier League. And people always say, do you want stats? Do you want to win trophies, or do you want to see a performance? Why do you watch football anyway? Because you can win anywhere, but you really want to see flair. You want to see players play. You want to see players express themselves. Cunha is top of the list. The other day, Brazil played, I don't know, was it Paraguay, was it Ecuador, one of the nations anyways. And Brazil fans are saying, you know what? Matheus Cunha is giving us exactly what we want out of Brazil players. Because we all know the Brazilian national team is struggling. Cunha is one of the bright spots there. Watch the highlights of his last game for Brazil. He should have had 3 clear assists. And he got 1, by the way. And the way he puts a ball into dangerous positions, that's exactly what we want from an attacker. We want an attacker that gets into positions, that tries something. Because let me tell you this much. If you're looking for a player who is maybe tidy on the ball, someone like Joshua Zirkzee, that is not going to be Cunha. Cunha is going to be way more daring. Cunha is going to be like, you know what? I have my philosophy, and my philosophy is just attack, 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 attack. He's going to be taking way more shots than he's going to take passes. He's going to be eyeing the goal way more. And you would say, you know what? Technically, that's what we want. And that is what we want, because the one thing we have been missing all this while is a direct player with some flair, with some skill. Because we do have direct players. We have had Rashford for 9 years. We've had Garnacho for the last 2-3 years. But are they very efficient with the ball? No. Cunha, on the other hand, out of all the Brazilians to ever play in the Premier League, right? He is the top scorer, joint top scorer. And who are the other 2, you might ask? Well, number 1 is Bobby Firmino. Firmino at Liverpool. At the team, we all know what they did, what that Liverpool team did with the Champions League win, with the league win. They were one of the best teams of their time. And the other player is Gabriel Martinelli. Now, okay, we know Arsenal, we know the whole history of Arsenal. But the thing is, you look at the team that Martinelli was playing in that season, they were hands down the best footballing team in the Premier League that season. Even though City won the treble, it was Arsenal who played the best football. And Martinelli was in that team. Cunha, on the other hand, plays for Wolves. And while they're decent, where did they finish? The reason we need a player just like Matheus Cunha is because we just need a maverick. To what this United team is at the moment, comparing it to what United used to be, he could be kind of a Cantona. Why do I say Cantona? Of course, that's going to be a huge statement. I'm not saying he will be Cantona, by the way. All I'm saying is, he can have a similar impact on this team, considering where we have been, to what Cantona had when he came in. So he helped that team win a league. Cunha is probably going to be the one who pushes us from 15th all the way up to top 4, maybe even 3rd place. You never know. Because guys, remember, we only have 1 game this season every week. And that's going to save a lot of players. That's going to allow us to, train principles and get the tactics in place if there are tactics. And Cunha is going to be a big part of this. He's going to be the flair. He's going to be the engine. He's going to be, he's going to get number 10. And if he gets number 10, he's the face of the club. Matheus Cunha being the face of the club, spot on. Brazilian flair, Brazilian effort, and joga bonito. We're getting everything with Cunha. Like, this is a signing we've been asking for the last, you could say, last 10 years. Why I say this is because how many Mavericks have we really signed? Have we gone and said, you know what, this guy is going to be generational? You could say Pogba. And after Pogba, you know what, I'm struggling. Honestly, I'm struggling. After 2016-17, I can't think of many Mavericks that we signed. Lukaku didn't turn out to be a Maverick. Mkhitaryan didn't, unfortunately. You could say maybe later on, Casemiro, but Casemiro is a midfielder again. In the attack, we have not had a Maverick for a long time. All in all, I think this Cunha deal is going to be one of the deals of the summer. And it will turn out to be one of the best deals in the summer, because you look at Cunha, you look at United. There isn't probably a better jigsaw puzzle piece in the world that could fit us better than Matheus Cunha. Because people are going to say, look at his red cards, look at his attitude. You know what? I don't want to play with attitude. I want a nice guy who just performs. What has keeping nice guys so far ever helped us with? We need somebody with an attitude. We need somebody who, who's going to come to this team and say, you know what? I belong here. I'm not going to just settle in and, get a lay of the land. I'm just going to come in. I'm going to do my work exactly what is expected of me. Which is why, even if people are going to say Emi Martinez might not be the best keeper, or in smaller situations he might fumble, the biggest part about Martinez, about Cunha, is that when it comes to the big moments, they're going to say, you know what, I'm just too good for this. I'm just going to deliver and just leave. And we need characters just like this. You might say it's a bit offensive, but we need these characters. And guys, understand what the team is building towards. We are building to something great. And if we're building to this something great, and especially since everybody's after Ineos right now, give Ineos time. Why I say give Ineos time? Look at all the signings we've made so far. Euro, out as a success. Mazraoui, success. De Ligt, success. Zirkzee, success. Ugarte, questionable. Dorgu, again, questionable. But you can say Heavens has been a good signing. And now, our latest signing, Matheus Cunha. The signing that's going to follow him, Mbeumo. And potentially, you never know, maybe Victor Gyökeres. If these are our signings under the Ineos era to start everything off, guys, this is an indicator of what is to come. Jason Wilcox, Christopher Vivell, and Jim Ratcliffe. These three, I would say, are the ones spearheading this entire movement. Everything good that we've been doing is these three guys. So, all I'm saying is, you know what? We might be slowly coming back. We're not going to make assumptions. We're not going to start saying we're going to win the league. We're even going to finish in top 3. Because you know what? We still need to wait a little bit. But everything is pointing upwards. And start that off with a Brazilian flair player in Matheus Cunha, who we've just signed. So, see you all in the next one.